I'm Emmanuel.
I'm Ursula Simpson.
We met about 25 years ago at her church in Monrovia, Second Baptist, at a youth. It was at a youth Bible study, and we met. And she didn't really like me at first. She said I was too light skinned for her, but
no, you were irritating.
She said I was irritating. I was joking and laughing, but then we became friends, and 25 years later, we're here. We was always maintain friends. I moved to Oregon for 10 years, and then once we moved back, we continued to remain friends. We were talking, and then we went on a couple of dates, and then she told me she wasn't gonna be that girl on the side, so I had to make a decision. So looking back, 10 years later is one of the best decisions I ever made in my life.
Well, like he said, we were dating, friends for the longest time, and he was in that mode because he moved back to California, so he kind of wanted to
turn up.
Turn up. So I was like, okay, if we're gonna turn up, you're gonna turn up. We're gonna turn up together. I'm not gonna be on the side and you turn up over here. So we have fun and we turned up. He said, let's do it. So we said, well, let's see how this goes, because friends for so long, it's a transition to go from friends to more than that. So, and it's a good thing actually to be friends first, so it actually makes the transition a little easier. We were comfortable, well, at least for me, I was comfortable up to a certain point, because you aren't friends anymore. You're friends, but you're crossing over to uncharted territory, so it's that part of it is new. So getting used to that, it was sometimes a little awkward, but you got over it. I got over it kind of quickly because like we already had that base, we already had that friendship, we already had familiarity with each other. How you propose? Did you propose? We said we get married.
Well, we didn't do it the traditional way. We went to church, and we went to counseling, and we went to counseling as friends, and we were in a relationship. And then what we did, we allowed the counseling to determine what we were going to do. So it took about 2 years. We went to counseling for 2 years straight, but the counseling taught us how to build together, how to grow together, one of the things the lady asked, she said, if we were talking the other day, if one of you cheat, what would you do? And we both was like, we're done. But the biggest thing she said is, you got to work through everything. You got to learn to work through everything. So that kind of put our mindset in. No matter what, we got to be in it to be in it. Regardless of, people mess up, people make mistakes, but the counseling helped us determine, because we actually went to counseling, and she said if we break up, then we could just be friends. And I was like, dude, friends? But I was like, yeah, if we're not compatible, let's not make these mistakes. So through the counseling, either you're going to break up or you're going to come together. And so coming together is that. And then one day the lady came in the counseling, she told us to determine the day when we got married. So we didn't do it the traditional way, but we did it our way, to where, like I said, then we let God lead it. And like I said, when I always use the scripture when it says, let patience have his work, he be perfect and complete, lacking nothing, is I was patient in dating and patient in counseling and patient, so I don't lack anything marriage-wise. I may lack in other areas of my life, but I let patience set the course for my marriage, and like I said, I have 0 complaints today. Well, number one, black love is, you gotta know that you black. You gotta understand that you black. You gotta understand the black concepts of that. I think if you gotta be pro-black, you know what I'm saying? We have 3 children, one on the way, and so 2.5. So black love has to be unity, number one. A lot of black people are divided. Marriages are divided homes, and so you got to be on the same page
within the home.
Of course, you got to have God first, but then you got to always be conscious of your culture. Like I said, we got this thing is we creating our own culture. You know what I'm saying? We creating things from our experience, our education, our businesses, and life, church. So we create our own culture, and I think that's what you got to do with black love, is through black culture is create your own culture in your own environment, so you can be productive and have a productive relationship.
Just piggyback off of that, just being strong examples having these children. And we knew from even in counseling, our counselor, she was saying, you guys are going to be examples. And somebody said that to you, it's like, wait a minute, I don't want I don't want to go that far. But as we go through the journey of marriage, you open up to that, and you embrace and appreciate it. That looking back, like, wow, she saw that in us from the beginning. And we're just through the time just grooming ourselves, growing. That way we can, stories that we have, we can teach our kids. They can look at us and see the example, which way to go. Even couples around us, we have friends, married couples around us, and they come to us for advice, or they look at us and they, not to put on a pedestal, but like I said, embracing being in that light. So just appreciate it, and just open to it, and open to the future and what will come with that.
Number one thing is always put God first. God first in everything. Even let God set the course. You know what I'm saying? Set the tone. Let God direct you. And whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta have, because when you don't get along, God's gonna be your mediator. God's gonna get in the middle of everything, and God will fix anything. And so we always say, continue to put God first. Don't be religious, but like I said, you guys have your own rules, your own boundaries. And the second thing we always say is, never forget to have fun. You gotta have fun through the journey.
Date each other.
You gotta have fun through the process. You gotta have fun with each other. You gotta have fun, even through the pain. You gotta have fun. So if you never forget to have fun, like I said, then you would enjoy the process and enjoy the person.
Yeah, and same thing he said. Just have fun, have that relationship. Like you said, the friendship definitely is important, because you can draw from that. In difficult times. You can draw from that in difficult times, and not letting a lot of people in to what's going on in the home.
Keep everybody out your relationship.
You have your certain people, like a counselor, certain people that you go to, but it doesn't have to be a big media friendly type of relationship. A lot of people put their
and stay off social media in your relationship.
And then they end up, everybody's in their business, and then when you get back with the person, they're like, well, you said so. You don't want to already eliminate all of that, but definitely keep God first. Have that foundation, that relationship, and you have your own rules, and you go from there, and you just keep building. You watch yourself grow and build together.